Welcome to Diana the Storyteller channel. Let's jump right into the story. It was a chilly morning in New York City when Donald Trump, wearing his usual sharp suit, found himself rushing through the crowded streets. He was heading to a meeting, but the cold air was sharp enough to make him rethink his schedule. Deciding to take a brief detour, he made his way toward a nearby cafe to grab a quick coffee before diving back into his hectic day. As he passed by the park on Fifth Avenue, he noticed a man sitting on a bench, his face weathered by years of hardship. The man looked to be in his late 50s, dressed in a worn-out jacket, and his eyes had the kind of tired look only someone who had seen too much could have. But what really caught Trump's attention was the old military cap he was wearing. It had "Veteran" written on it in bold letters. Trump slowed down, his curiosity piqued. The man was holding a small sign that read, "Need work, will do anything, a veteran in need." Trump had been walking fast, too absorbed in his thoughts to notice much, but there was something about this man that made him stop. He stepped closer to him, the noise of the city seeming to fade as he approached. "Hey there, sir," Trump said with a friendly smile, trying to break the ice. The man looked up in surprise, his eyes widening when he saw who it was. "Donald Trump?" the man asked, almost in disbelief. What are you doing here?" "I could ask you the same thing," Trump replied, sitting down next to him on the bench. "You served in the military?" "Yes, sir," the man said, his voice thick with emotion. "I served in the Army for 10 years, but after coming home, things didn't go as planned. I lost my job, my family. Now I'm just trying to survive." Trump's expression softened as he listened. "I can't imagine how tough that must be," he said, pausing for a moment before continuing. "You know, I've always said we need to do more for our veterans." The man nodded, looking down at his worn-out boots. "I've heard the speeches, but no one's ever really stepped up." Trump frowned. He had heard stories like this before, but something about this man's situation really hit him hard. "Well, maybe it's time we change that." Trump stood up, motioning for the man to do the same. "Tell you what, let me help you out," he said, reaching into his pocket and pulling out his phone. "I've got some people who can get you back on your feet." The man stood, clearly confused. "Mr. Trump, you don't have to do this. I don't know you, and you don't owe me anything." Trump smiled. "I don't owe you anything, but I believe in giving people a second chance." He quickly dialed a number on his phone. "Hi, it's Donald Trump. I need you to find me the best local job placement program and get a doctor over here for a quick checkup. Make it urgent." A few minutes later, Trump hung up the phone and turned to the man. "Help is on the way, but before we get started, let's grab some food. I'm buying you lunch." They headed over to a nearby food truck where Trump ordered them both a hot meal. As they ate, Trump continued to talk with the man, asking about his service, his family, and his struggles since returning home. The man opened up about his experiences in the military, the friends he had lost, and the difficulties of transitioning back to civilian life. Trump listened intently, offering words of encouragement and making sure the man knew he wasn't alone. Within an hour, a sleek black SUV pulled up, the driver holding the door open for them. The man was still in shock, but Trump guided him into the vehicle. "Where are we going?" the man asked, his voice trembling. "To a safe place," Trump replied. "Trust me, this is going to work out." The SUV whisked them away to a nearby luxury hotel where staff greeted the man like a VIP, making sure he had everything he needed. A doctor was waiting for him in the suite, ready to provide medical assistance and help him get back on his feet. Trump stayed by the man's side, making sure all the arrangements were taken care of. Meanwhile, his assistant had contacted a veterans support service, ensuring that the man would receive housing, job training, and everything he needed to rebuild his life. The man looked at Trump, overwhelmed by the kindness. "I don't know how to thank you, Mr. Trump," he said. Trump smiled, patting the man on the shoulder. "You don't need to thank me. You've earned this. Just promise me one thing. When you're back on your feet, pay it forward." If you watched the video till the end and want to hear more inspiring stories like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Take care of yourselves.